Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. I am really bad at not hitting the mute button. It just shows you how rusty I am getting at doing my live streaming. And Brett, thank you so much. He says, it's that day, everyone. Yes, it is hump day. But hello, Redcoat Kyle, Paul Bott, Queen City Bricks, Michael Fuji. I think I got everybody. Brett, Michael, yep. And everybody's reminding me about the thing. And again, I'm sorry. I do apologize, guys. One of the things I was just trying to say, though, or was just saying while I was muted, filling up a bunch of Muppet CMF bags. Can't beat that. I have a lot going on, so much going on, and unfortunately, I can't share a lot of it. It's looking. The only thing I can say is that it's looking like I have another big commission job possibly coming. I'll share more information when I'm allowed to. Currently, though, I am not allowed to. But it's looking like this will be probably the largest commission job I've ever done if it goes through. And that's all I'm really going to be able to say about that on a couple of things I got going on in the background. But hello, Jeff Escobar, and hello, Lego Joe. And again, thank you so much, Brett, for that $20 donation. That was very awesome of you. He says it's that day, and hello, everyone. In case I didn't come across, because I know I was muted first. And Raven 319, hello. Anyway, what I was going to do, because I know everybody knows I'm screwed as far as parts go. Let me just put it that way. I am just totally screwed. I have no parts. Everything is still showing in warehouse, and I don't get it. I really don't get it. I would have thought that it would have been shipped by now. I'm going on 6 weeks, and all my parts are still in warehouse. I really would have thought I would have had some parts by now to start building some stuff to share with you guys and make some videos, but I'm not getting crap, and I don't know what to do except to do more of this type of stuff, which is building in studio. So I'm going to pull my screen back and make it a little small and show you what I'm working on. A lot of you guys really loved the Jason Vincent tower I built. I built that, I believe it was a little over a year ago, and I used Train Track. Well, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start playing around in studio with some Train Track ideas. And I just wanted to show you the downward view so you can see, excuse me, you can see that this building is in a curved fashion. I got a tickle in my throat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put balconies on either end of it and just play around a little bit more. But I just wanted to kind of share with you guys, and I can't get rid of this tickle in my throat. I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I'm working on, and this is one of them. The first thing I was going to do is, now that I've come back to this, let's make this one complete model. Create into a submodel, and we're going to call this floor 1. And I like to do, when I'm building stuff in studio like this, I like to create submodels. And the reason I like to do that, because now if I wanted to, I can just click this. And I don't know if anybody saw this in the last stream, but I can just click this. Whoops. If I can get it, there we go. And then I can click copy and mirror. And I'm not going to do too many of these. The first one will be opposite of what I did. So then I come over to this one, and then I can click copy and mirror like 20 times to make it a 20-story building. So that's like a really quick trick tip if you want to build a very large, tall building. And hey, how are you doing, Steve? I am doing good, and I hope you're doing well as well, my friend. He is working at, am I allowed to say? I'm going to let you answer that, Paul Bott. No, I had, as far as me getting sick or cut. No, it's just I have really bad allergies, and it's that time of year. That's what sucks for me anyway, is because of my allergies. I always have really hard time every spring and fall. And I want to delete that part, and I want to get an 8x16 plate. Because of my allergies, every spring and fall, I usually end up having a lot of respiratory issues. So the first thing I'm going to do, though, just to show you guys what I'm up to, and let me actually get over, let's set that as the origin. I want to get this set up. I'm on the bottom because I want to get this set up so I can put a balcony in here. And what I'm wanting to do, I think that's where I want it. Let's look at the top. I've got it over to 3, so I can shut that down. I should be able to do a 4x8 now. I want a plate, and I want that one. And I'm going to have to spin that around because I want that to go right there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to delete that window, that piece of glass. I think we're going to delete that for now. You know what? Let's just delete all that stuff. And we're going to come over here and delete this window, that glass, that tile, and that piece. Now what I'm going to do is start working on how I want to proceed with this. And like I said, we're going to make this a balcony, and I'm just going to do it on the one end because I'm not going to have I'm not going to have a lot of time to do a long stream tonight. So I just want to see if I can get this kind of pieced together with some balconies, and we'll slap a bunch of floors together just to show you kind of what it does. DJ says, wear comfortable shoes, Paul Bot. It helps. Yes, it does. Shoes are very important when you're on your feet all day. You do not want to have uncomfortable shoes. He is absolutely right. Oh, Michael says he's got the same problems I do. He says he hasn't taken his Allegra yet. I don't, you know what? I've never really taken a lot of different medications. The only thing that ever personally worked for me, I've tried a lot of different medications, but the only thing that's ever really personally worked for me was always Benadryl. So that's always my go-to. And I'm going to change that out to a 1x8. That would be better. And do I want it to go... Bear with me. I am trying to figure out how I want to attack this, or if I want that to be white. I almost feel like I want that to be white. You know what? We'll leave it dark gray. It might look cool. But for me anyway, that's because I've tried Allegra. I really didn't care for that. I tried Xan. I want to say Allegra is the one that actually made me kind of jittery and angry, to be perfectly honest. And then I've tried Zantac was another one. I really didn't care for that. Like I said, the only thing that ever really worked for me is Benadryl. The problem with Benadryl is it makes you tired, makes you sleepy. So that's the downside to that one. And I want trans blue, and I want a panel piece. So we'll click that, and I want that part. So now we're going to add some balcony. Let's do a little balcony action. So we will go, let's see, 1, 2. I want to say I can just, and I do have snap on. And again, I really have no plans or thoughts. I'm just kind of throwing stuff down in here to see what we get. Let's see, that's backwards, or is it? That looks backwards. It is backwards. So this one's got a spin. There we go. Now let's do 1x1s. We will do this corner up. We will do this corner up, and then we're going to switch over to white and build. You know what? I almost wonder, do I want to come? You know what? Let's do that. Let's delete that. Let's go with a 1x3 on the end. So I think that might be interesting. Let's just build a quick wall up here. And what did I miss? I missed my 1x3 plate. I'll put it on top. On this side, I need a 1x4. Smack that guy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll do a plate. Grab the plate. That way it's the right height, which, you know what? I don't want to do that yet because I'm going to put in a window frame. I shouldn't have deleted those frames now that I'm looking at it. And we'll just find it again real quickly. They're usually pretty easy to find. You just do that. You click the door, white frames. Scroll down just a second here, and they're right here. Let's put one. Let's see, where do we want to put that guy? Put one on that wall, one on that wall, and I'm I'm still, oh, I didn't put the other plate underneath it. That's what the problem is. We got to put some plates down here first. So let me move those dudes back out of the way. Let's get a 1x4, and we'll do dark blue gray plate. Boom. Put these across. And I need a 1x6. Oops, 5, 6. And oh, why aren't you? See, sometimes that snap tool doesn't want to cooperate. At least it doesn't for me anyway. There we go. We got it. We got her. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Now we can put these wall pieces back in here. And then, because now that's even, what we can do is we can do the 2x2 in white, the plate, and we'll connect the corners. So let's spin that dude around there. Spin that dude right over there. And then we need to get a 1x1 to fill the hole. So we're going to grab that dude for there, and then a 1x2 for the other hole. And we will come over here. And now before we do anything else here, something else I do need to do is this needs to go bye-bye. So we're going to delete that dude. And then, just to go real simple and quick, you know what? Let's just do a 2x4. Just to make things simple. Spin that guy there. We'll put a brick right here. Just go wham. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be our 6. And then let's duplicate this dude. And pop him there. And let's duplicate him one more time. And we'll put the other one on the other side. There we go. Looks good. What we'll do is we'll make the inner piece a door, and then we'll make the outer piece glass. So we're going to go find that piece again. And I am just kind of speed building again because I'm kind of a man with a mission tonight. And we're going to scroll down. The glass should be right. Oop, let's do the doors since we already have the doors. And the snap tool is not wanting to work. And for those that missed it the last time, here I'm going to show you something. Let's just pop those there. You can always use the connect tool if you're having a problem with connecting things in this. So you just come like this, bada boom, bada bing. And that just does not. Okay, hold on. This is being a snot. Get in my belly. It just does not want to cooperate. Let me try one other piece. Let me try, because I don't feel like getting out. There's a tool that you can use. See, that one's going right in. I think these aren't going right in due to the fact, because it's attaching itself there, but it's attaching itself in the open position. I'll just go ahead and run with it that way. Why not? Makes it easy. We'll just spin that dude around and let him go ahead and connect that way. I'll worry about shutting them later. For right now, the doors are open. Coming back to the comments, Michael says, what's up? Kenneth Swan, hello, hello. John Garrett, the Lego Fire Guy. Art Claxton, hello. Lieutenant Dan, hello, hello. What's this going to be? It's just going to be another skyscraper. I'm just doing general random skyscrapers for people to watch. Just copy, or I'll have to try that again next time, Paul. I'm actually pretty much done with that though now. The only thing I have left to do is I need 2 1x8s. So now we're going to do this. 2 1x8 plates. Just to give us... You just got to go over one more, dude. You are not... There you go. That one goes there. That one goes there. So there's my platage. Now we need a 2x3 plate to fill this little gappy. Put that there. And let's put some... Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's put some light gray tiles on this. Or we'll put dark gray tiles on that. So let's do the corner piece first. We'll do the tile. We'll do it in dark blue gray. I like to use these because it locks in your corners. Mind you, it's not a have to, but that's just something I like to do. Then we will do the 1x1 tiles. Grab that for the corner against the wall. And we'll do one here also and here. And then we'll do a 1x6 tile. And smack that guy there. It gives it more of a finished look. Now the thing that I really have to do, because I wasn't thinking, and now that I'm looking, I think this whole thing is screwed up because this was only supposed to stop at this point. And yep, I do believe that's screwed up. But you know what? Just because I want to hurry up and show you guys what it would look like, I'm not going to worry about it. We are just going to run forward with it. So we're going to do 1x4s first, light blue gray, plate. 'Cause I don't feel like ripping everything apart to fix it. So now we're just going to start popping these on here so we can slap the building together and see what it would look like as one. I need to move my location so we can see what it'll look like as one big building. And what I'm honestly, thinking is, if I was going to make this an actual building anyway, I would probably use white. But again, I am just kind of, you know what? Let's go ahead and do white here. I'm just kind of speedballing stuff. Let's do 2x4 plate, white, white. Again, this isn't something that I'm really trying hard to build per se. I do have to say this is something I probably will build at some point in the future because I'm kind of liking the design. I think it's interesting looking. And look at that, I went and changed colors midstream. I almost think I like the white better, so let's go ahead and just pop these back off. Bada boom, bada bing. And pop these guys in their place. 3. Didn't I have one more? Yes. And then I thought I had. Let's get back over here. Set as origin. Delete. And then we're going to do 2 more of these. I have to say, guys, I am loving this program. The more I learn about it, and then stuff like what Paul's telling me and other people are telling me when you guys get in here, it does help. It helps a lot. And I'm just going to let it collision because, like I said, I am not worried about it. And let's put that, because we just want to get an idea of how this is going to look. That's why I'm just kind of speeding it along. That's going to be there. There's a couple different things I could do to make this look a little better as far as the connection points, but again, I'm not real worried. This is just a quick speed build. I'm not even going to worry about putting the balcony on the other end because I just want to get this together to see how it would look as a like 10 to 12 story building. 2, because I think this would look amazing, because that is kind of my goal once I start getting some of the parts that I ordered, if I ever start getting some of the parts that I ordered. Part of my goal is I really want to start building a lot more skyscrapers for my city. I'm like really wanting to get some skyscrapers in my city really badly. Because everybody knows I like to build big, and I like to build stupid big most of the time. And as soon as I get some of my parts, that is my plan, is to build some stupid big buildings. Raven says, when it goes buggy like that for me, I just rotate it roughly to match the angle and then usually snaps in. Talking about for the doors, yeah, it's like I said, it's I would spend more time trying to make it better, because it's like, I mean, I can click that if I wanted to, and then we can do, where is it at? Is it hinge? I think it's hinge. And I should be, whoop. And see right there, I think I got it closed anyway. Then I can click that one and we can do the hinge, and move it, and take it, and put it over. And That's why I said I can actually make it better at a later date. I'm not too terribly concerned, but now that I moved it, I think I have to actually. We're gonna leave it like that because we're just going for general ambiance. Speedstone, how you doing, my friend? Dusty Bricks, thank you so much. He says hit that like button. Michael was saying he's waiting on a few overseas Brick Owl orders. They usually only take less than 2 weeks. That ain't bad. How are you? I shouldn't say how are you. How is the shipping fees though? I had quit buying a lot of my stuff from overseas quite simply because the shipping rates were just ouch, and it was like I didn't want to do it anymore. I was finding it was easier just to buy from America only. And Steve deleted his message, so I didn't get to read it. Lieutenant Dan says, Daryl, you can use the paint roller tool on the top of the right instead of replacing parts. The paint roller tool. That is something new. So now I have to look for that. So if I go tools, I see part designer, instruction maker, the paint roller tool, mosaic, snap, collision, hinge, select. What's under select? I am looking for. Oh, I never even noticed that. So, I'll be danged. Thank you, and thank you. I like that. I just see there again. That's what's awesome about building live with this stuff. I would not have known that had I not done this live. So that just simplified things that much better for me. That is freaking awesome. Thank you. I like it. I love it. John Garrett says, for everyone with all the extra curves, I give you Daryl's Build 101 class. I'm crazy like that because I know a lot of people know that. It's like I built the Jason Vincent Tower out of curved tracks. The roof on my train station's curved tracks. I love curved tracks, and I like them for a lot of different reasons. One of the big reasons that I think a lot of people don't realize is once you connect your train track together, which like I have it connected here, you will find, and I'm going to have to put a tile on that, you will find that you get an extremely, extremely strong structure because it is like using beam steel when you do that connection like that. And that's something that I always try to make sure I point out to people. And that's part of why I do a lot of builds and use or I always try to figure out new ways to use the train track stuff is because it makes your buildings unbelievably strong. And I haven't checked the prices lately, but typically when you're using train track, the curved pieces, the new curved pieces, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, because that's what the inside of this is those curved pieces. They're really cheap because nobody wants them. Everybody has a ton of them. And that's why I always try to use try to design a lot of different things using those pieces, because I want to say I've probably got another 100 of them in my drawer over there. I also do intend on building a skyscraper using some straight track too, but that'll be in a different video. But anyway, though, now that we've got this down, so now I can come over here. I'm going to hit copy mirror, and I want to use this one that I just copied as my. I screwed up. Hold on. I got to reset it as a base model because I didn't add that portion to it. So create into submodel group, floor 1 again, floor 1. Yes, I'll replace it. Oh, it's already there. So we'll do floor 2. Okay, floor 2. There, now we got the submodel. Now I can copy it. Copy mirror. And because the copy mirror is always wrong, we're going to use this one now to copy mirror, and we're going to do a bunch of them. So we're going to do one. Whoops, I didn't want that one. I want to come back to this guy. I want that one. I'm going to make a bunch of them. Let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many buildings we want to do? 7, 8. I'm thinking 12. 9, 10, 11. We're just trying to get them all piled up over there. 12. Now we can delete this copy because it's the wrong version, the wrong shape. And now what we're going to start doing is start stack-a-lacking. Let's see how she works. And let me zoom in a little better. There we go. There's one. Zoom in a little better. I always like to change my origin size. Get in my belly. There you go. Let's grab one of these. That one went right on, you believe that? Get this one. Then we're going to render this up to see how it looks. Move up a little more. Keep changing our location so it's easier to grab and play with it. There we go. Grab this one. Zoom in. Line it up. So this usually goes pretty quickly. Let's reset our location. Drag it over. Oh. There you go. We're getting there. We want to go 12 stories. And there you go. Grab another one, slap it up there, change our location again, set origin, zoom in, get her lined up. We're going to get her done. Then we're going to render this bad boy and see how it looks. If it looks anywhere good as I think it's going to look, what I would like to do is possibly even put, I'm just going to slap it up here so I got to keep changing my render. Let's see, this needs to go there, and then this one. And then we're going to render it. My computer renders stuff pretty quickly usually. Let's readjust our set point. We'll zoom into this point here, put it on a slight angle, and let's see how it renders. Ready, guys? Render curved building. Sure, do curved building. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's do curved building 12 because it's 12 floors. And let's watch it render. I said it should only take it a minute. It's usually pretty quick for me. Let's bring this over here just so you guys can see it while it's rendering. There we go. My computer usually works pretty quick. Kenneth Swan says, looks cool so far. Spedstone says, epic. Michael says, shabam! Shazam, Luann! Lego Joe says, looks awesome. And Yo-Yo, and hey, how you doing, my friend? DC Can't Build says, how will you do the floors? I don't worry about floors and buildings this size because I can guarantee you this building, just as it sits, is probably already in the $100 or $1,000 to $1,500 range. Large buildings like this, to me, just really aren't worth it. You can tile the floor in that if you wanted to. How you would do that is you would want to use a combination of, I don't think I did show it on the Jason Vincent building, because even the Jason Vincent building doesn't have any floors inside of it. But you can do it. What it is you have to do a lot of combinations of the sloped or wedge plate, as some people like to call them. But that's how you would cover the floor. It's a large building, though. Nobody's ever going to look inside of it. And even if they do, I really don't care. What you typically do when you're going to build a building like this, especially when it's a large building like this, is, you know, those 1x5x6 pieces? What I would normally do, and I did it in my Grand Hotel, I'll give you as an example, you'll take like the 1x5x6 panels and just put them randomly throughout the inside of the building. That way it looks like there's blinds closed and things like that. But you really don't need a floor when you're doing a building this big, because this is a building, this building right here, as you see it, as it sits, and let's just do a couple different renders so you can see what it looks like from a couple different angles. As it sits, though, let's do a render from this side. I forgot what my train of thought was. You know what? Just to look at something. Hold on. I can't do it while it's rendering. I was going to tell you, we'll look at the cost just as it sits right now. But there we go. Let's let that render at that point. And thank you, Kenneth Swan. He says, make sure you hit that like button. And John, I'm just going to say John. He says, hello. Great idea as always. Will you be adding any roof detail, maybe a pool and a bar? If I'm going to actually make this an official building, what I will probably do is have a big square or a more square floor or something. But yes, to answer your question, I would probably add a swimming pool to it and a few other details. Definitely add roofing detail. And like I was just saying, I would add the 1x5x6 window or panel pieces to the inside to make it look like different floors are open and closed and things of that nature. But the thing I will tell you is it's making, with me using this digital designer thing, it's making life a lot easier for me to design things. I'm really, really, really digging it myself lately, I have to say. I really like how it appears. And you know what? Let's actually zoom in just so you can see it a little bit. You zoom in, it doesn't look super great, but it's the thing to me with this particular building though is the shape that you get of it. It's got that nice, and with the blue and the white, it's crisp. It reminds me of something that you would see, just to show you an uptown or a down view, if you will. It's a nice crisp look. It's something that should be just like with that multicolored building I did. It should be somewhere tropic, is how I feel about this particular building. And again, there should be balconies all the way down on that side as well if you want it to look good. And see right there, Michael's already saying there's an apartment building in Hawaii that looks just like that. And yes, you can do wing plates. There's a lot of really cool things that you could do to make this building look really crazy. This is a basic building. And it's because when you're doing buildings of this size, it's like I always try to tell people, use large pieces. The reason I always say use large pieces, number one, you're going to have more structural stability, but number two, it's quicker to make the building go up and it keeps your cost down. You could actually make this building and do like what he just mentioned to me with the wing plates. Or wedge plates. Okay, I see what you're saying with for the floor. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up to what registered what you were saying. What I was thinking with wing plates, though, is you could actually add ridges to the side of the building. And actually, the piece that I think I'm referring to is like flags, and you can line them up and make it look like vents and different things. You could actually put some snap bricks on the side of this, and then you could put tiles or plates coming up and down to add another layer of texture, another layer of color. But again, the biggest, easiest, simplest way to build a large building is exactly with what I just did, which is just use a bunch of large pieces, slap them together, and bam, you got a skyscraper. And the total cost, that's what the thing I was going to look at, model, just to show you, this was 12 stories, I do believe, if I remember correctly. Let's look at what the cost is already. See, it's actually pretty cheap. It's 3,936 parts to make this particular build as it is right now, and it's only $580. Now, if you started adding interiors and started worrying about putting flooring and all that in this building, I guarantee you that that price will triple, if not quadruple, because all those wedge plates and stuff add up really quickly. Where if you just keep the building simple, because when it comes to large buildings like this, again, it's just more of a skyline feature is how I look at those types of buildings. It's like my Jason Vincent Tower and all those. At some point, I will go back and do some types of interiors, really, really, really basic interiors. But the whole premise of having large buildings like that, and again, up against my back wall, is just to give you that really cool skyline. And you can throw a few quick lights inside of that particular building, do the panels like I was talking, and it just makes it look really good. Yes, you absolutely could, Spedstone. That's a very good idea. Here's the problem, though. What Spedstone was saying is you could make the glass panels different colors and make it pop more. There are some actual buildings that look like that, too. I do want to point that out. Here's the problem I was going to say, though, is try and find those panels if you wanted to really build the building. Because the only other panel color you're really going to find would be, I believe it's neon trans orange, I think is the color they call it. It's from the old Nexo Night sets. So you can get those in those panels. I know you can get the trans black, trans light blue. I think they offered it in trans purple, light purple, and possibly green and yellow. The problem is green and yellow no longer made. Trans orange no longer made. The only colors that are currently made that I'm aware of anyway that you can buy anyway, let me put it that way, is the blue and the clear. And hello to New Zealand, Taylor Harford. And thanks again for signing in. And yes, I agree, Paul Bot. This is probably a lot cheaper through Lego. And that is, as a lot of people know, that's why I really haven't been making a lot of content lately. I am still waiting on 2 very large orders from Lego. And I hate to admit it, I don't remember what I ordered to begin with. And there's some other parts I'm wanting to order, and I'm waiting for them to send me my freaking parts so that way I can remember everything that I did order, because I made 2 different orders. It was a total of $1,000 and out of 2 orders that I made last month on the 8th that I'm still waiting on. But once I get those 2 orders, I'm wanting to make another really huge order for a lot of different parts. And it's just because it's like stuff like this. I'm getting so many ideas now that I'm playing with Studio. And I really, really, really want to fill my entire skyline with these crazy sized buildings like this. No, I did not finish the purple and gold building, and part of that is, quite simply, I'm waiting on the parts from Lego. I was waiting on tiles from that, and it's funny because now that it's sat here so long and I'm waiting on those parts, I've actually thought about building it in a completely different way. So, but no, I haven't been able to go any further with the building. It's still sitting over here, along with my hotel and my Carvana building and a few other buildings that I have sitting over there, all waiting on my part orders. Plastic gold, absolutely, Michael. DC Can't Build, talking to Kenneth Swan. Paul Bott, Bevan's Bricks, I would call CS on your past orders, and since it's been a while, they may expedite the order for free. You know what, maybe I'll if I get a chance tomorrow, I might try it. Unfortunately, tomorrow I already kind of have a busy day besides work. Right after work, I got for an eye appointment because I need glasses badly. I'm way overdue for glasses. These are 2 years since I had a new pair. So I have that tomorrow after work. I have to take the wife out to dinner after work, and I don't even know when I'll be home. So if I get a chance tomorrow, I might. If not, I'll try and contact them this weekend, I hope. Steve was saying my earlier post, I might be losing my job. All building is on hold. Oh, dude, I am so sorry to hear that. Has it gotten that bad to where they're cutting people now, man? That sucks. And Get the Brick, hey, how's it going? And he says, I like this build a lot. This is something that I would like. I'm just going to show you, because I'm still weird. Let me say that first. What I mean by I'm still weird is even though I just built this in Studio, this was an idea in physical form first. And let me show you what I mean. Because like with anything, I started it because I still have that crazy habit. Just to show you, I already had kind of a rough structure of the building. So I already knew it would work, is how I threw this together so quickly. I still have this desire, this want, this need that I have to play with the bricks myself first. That's something that's probably always going to be with me, is that I have to play with it with my hands at first. I changed it up a little bit as I was building it, but as you can see, though, this is something that I probably would build at some point in the future, because I do have a lot of this train track, and I think it would be a beautiful skyline building. At least I think it would look good in my city, just like that multicolor building, because I only had enough to do a corner of the building of 3 floors, and that is another building that I fully intend on fully assembling and putting in my city at some point. And thank you so much for being a member for so long, Kevin. I really appreciate that. But again, though, I am, like I said, Steve, I am so sorry to hear that. My thing... That's a really good idea also, Paul. He was saying build that purple and gold building in Studio. That way I could see them side by side if I decided I wanted to rip it apart or whatever. And it'd give me a good idea for how it looks, too. I do like that idea. But what I was going to say, though, Steve, is unfortunately, this is just my feelings, and that's part of the reason why you've seen, because it's like I just dropped prices on my website. I'm trying to... I haven't had a chance. I need to look through what I spent on, like, all the little guns and stuff I sold, or I sell on my website. I got to look back and see how much I paid for them all, but I'm going to try and probably drop some of that stuff too. Just trying to, for anybody that's wanting anything like that, because I know times are tough. Times are really hard. There's a really big downpour of pain that's coming a lot of people's way due to inflation and everything else. And I know a lot of people don't want to see it and don't want to talk about it, but it's the reality of what's coming. And that's why it's like I tell everybody, if you have to drop out of the membership or anything like that, I will not have hurt feelings. Some people feel like they have to apologize if they got to drop out. And please, for anybody that's having struggles and having financial issues, don't be afraid to drop out of my membership. I totally get it, totally understand, and I know a lot of people are struggling right now. Mayo, hey, how you doing, my friend? Paul Bot says you all heard it. I had Boy, Paul likes to live in those moments. You can't say nothing nice to Paul without him making sure that he makes note of it, that everybody has to hear it. But again, just to show you guys the quick, because to me is that actually 12 stories? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To me, that would probably look even better if it was bigger. But I need to build a base of some kind. And that would be something. This is something I will probably come back to at some point. Because I think it's a really cool building. And before I forget to save it, let's do. We'll just do it as copy. No. We'll do it as a copy of a copy, because that is what it actually is a copy of a copy. Because I have another copy of this. Copy.io. In case I want to come back and do it. I may end up ripping all this back apart and redoing some of the flooring on it and then redo it. But, I mean, to me, it's a really simple, elegant looking building. At least I think it looks pretty cool. Scraping the sky. Sure trying to, Mayo. Kevin said, that's right, you're on the East Coast. And say we had a bunch of snow, what was it, day before yesterday? And it was funny, it came down and it was melted by the following day. Following day being Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. We got our snow Monday. It melted by yesterday. And now today it's all gone. Yeah, the weather's been crazy this year. It's been very crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I really, really don't. It's been nuts. Anyway, I'm sure everybody's seen enough of this. Michael says, "Don't say that word, Kevin. You might jinx us." It has. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy winter. I know everybody says, I've seen groups where people are talking about. It's not like this is the first time this has happened, because it was just 2 years ago, on the 18th of April, we got it was like 6 inches of snow or something like that. But the difference is, when that happened, it actually was warm, and we might have got 6 inches of snow, but it was melting as it was hitting. And I don't know, it just, to me anyway, and maybe it's just because I'm getting older, it seems a lot colder this year than it's ever been this late in the year. Michael says he is in Boise, Idaho. So are you the hoe? I know that was inappropriate, I'm sorry. Kevin says Western Canada actually loud, but it's, that ain't no good. So if you're in Western Canada, that would tell me that it's coming my way. I don't want to hear that. The last time I looked at the weather anyway, they were talking I thought 70s come Saturday or something like that. Shane Hart, hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Anyway, though, guys, like I said, I just wanted to do a real quick, I'm trying to spit words out that I spit out at work all day. I was gonna say I was trying to do a quick stream. It's not coming out right. Michael says that we haven't even hit 70 here yet. Kenneth Swan says 85 in Kansas. Yeah, bite it. Then Kevin said it dumped 12 inches in his yard. Holy crap, man, that's crazy. That's real crazy. And I didn't queue up. What am I looking for? Where is that it? I know I really need to work on my streaming and stuff, guys. I might, because it's just to kind of throw something else out there. I thought about trying to possibly see if I can't. So I got a bunch of Harry Potter stuff that I originally started to do a while back and I never finished. I thought about trying to pull some of that out and maybe doing some builds with that. What I really need to do is I really need to clean the barn so I can really get sick. But anyway, though, I want to run the roll that beautiful bean footage because I do want to make sure. And why isn't that? And my beautiful bean footage is not working. I'm going to have to reboot this or something. I don't know why it's not working. I wanted to make sure that Brett got his proper kudos for doing the $20 donation and saying it's the day and hey everyone. And I don't know why it ain't coming up. That sucks. But I just wanted to get on and do a live stream and just let everybody know that I am alive. I've been crazy busy. And thank you, Brick Sergeant. I appreciate that. He said it's always good when you do a live stream. Michael says, in Okieville. Roy's Build says, we have hit 90 in Fresno. Yeah. I tell you what, though. I mean, I love California's weather, but I wouldn't want to live there, man. People complain about inflation and everything, but we have no clue compared to what the prices and stuff that they see in California, especially housing. Oh, my God. I don't know how anybody can afford to live there. It's crazy. But anyway, though, guys, like I said, I do have to end the stream. So, as always, thank you for coming to Bevan's Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And, again, a very special thank you to Brett Tucker for the $20 donation. And thank you, Kevin, for being a 16th month member. And thank you, Michael, for the $2 donation. He slipped one in there right at the very end. He's got the little robot and controller going GG. Sleep is overrated. Yeah, sometimes it is, John. You can sleep when you're dead, right? But I do need to get off here because I do got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I know it sucks. I have a day job. But as always, we'll see you guys next time on Bevan's Bricks. Take care, everybody, and I hope you have a blessed day.